Hell yeah. Hey, hey man, we're back with another one, Deej Beej.
Yeah.
It's your boy, B Scar, aka Beej, coming to you live and in effect with my dog.
Deej, the big hurt dog. You know what I'm saying? Hey
Man,
man,
tell him to quiet down there in the back.
crazy. Man, people don't got hands around here, man. Unlike
Tell-
Aguilar.
Here we go. We're starting. It sounds like some folks are back there rummaging around the kitchen. You just cooked a big bowl of soup,
Man,
as
you know
we were
your boy
talking
just
about in the
hey man, your
pre-show.
boy just bust down some soup earlier, you know what I'm saying? Made some soup for the game. Got the guys back there trying it. They'll give me a review in a little bit, let me know how it was. Hey, they said it's fire. The reviews so far, outstanding. So if you need some soup, it's cold around here. You know what I'm saying? The Midwest great. So we got soup going today.
Can we get a little content of that soup at some point in time?
I got it. I got a picture for y'all. I got a video for y'all. I got a video. I'll send it into Caroline so she can get
We'd
that up.
love to get. I would love to get some reviews from Chris Hawk, any other housemates that might be
Hey man,
taste test of this
they
soup.
all saying it's fire.
Okay.
I wouldn't lie to you.
Have you been cooking a lot as you in your recovery process? Is that something you enjoy to do in your downtime?
Indeed, bro. Indeed. It takes some time. It's good to you know what I gotta work on? Going to the grocery store.
Mm.
No, I'm an Instacart guy. I got to work on going to the grocery store. It's not the same. Now that I'm actually cooking, they don't pick out your stuff the same as you would. They don't
They
take
don't care as much
they
as you
don't
do.
take as much care as you would. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So
Facts,
I got to
facts.
do better with that. But I just like the patience it takes, and you can't rush through meals if you want them done right. So it's been kind of cool just to do that last couple weeks or so, man. I ain't saying I'm no chef or anything, but I'm trying to get it done.
And just for the people, one more time, what is the soup that you chefed up today?
It's a Italian sausage tortellini soup, man. It's pretty good. Pretty good over there.
What kind of sausage?
Italian sausage, man. I don't use turkey sausage. I
Okay,
don't.
so it's Italian sausage.
Yeah, it's Italian pork. It's pork.
Gotcha. Okay, I want to use. Okay,
I don't know.
it was
People
like
who use turkey sausage like I can't really get down with the sausage concept of turkey. Pause.
yeah. See, I didn't connect the Italian and the sausage words together. I thought it was like Italian cuisine, but then it was sausage totally. Anyways, we'll love to see that content on the back end, man. We're coming out of a big weekend with some competitive NFL games. We had the AFC and NFC championship, and there's been a little drama, specifically in the NFC championship game. The Lions, who is, as we learned on the last episode, your favorite team that's located in your favorite city of all time, Detroit. Uh, they had a few calls not go their way. Dan Campbell went for it on fourth down when he should have. Some people say he should have kicked some field goals, and ultimately that led to the Lions' demise in the 49ers victory. What are your thoughts on the Dan Campbell situation?
First of all, I just enjoyed the underdog story. The city's on the come up. It's the first a couple years ago. Nobody liked Detroit. Nobody, not just the city or team. Nobody liked going there. It was a dark place. Now it's like the place is rejuvenated. Like the place is rejuvenated. The city is starting to get on the come up, and the teams get better. It's easy to cheer for them. But I mean, I would say I was talking to my guy Matt today. Matt, shout out to Matt, our trainer down at the facility,
Shout out, Matt.
and he was saying we were talking about like why don't you take the points? And the Dan Campbell way all year has been not to take the points. But my only rebuttal to that is it's like hitting on 16. If you're gonna do it, you gotta always do it. And earlier in that game, he took 3. So therefore that tells me you realize how important that was. I don't know why he didn't take it then, man. He's the head coach. He made that decision. Shoot, I don't know how much it plays into a win or a loss or whatever, but I feel like if it's one of those things, like if you're gonna do it, you gotta always do it. And if you play in that game, once you realize like you playing that game and points are important, I feel like you got to take the points. But shit, not my decision. I don't coach nobody.
Right. So you think that the biggest piece is that once you choose a strategy, whether you're going to be aggressive and go for it on fourth down or you're going to take points, you got to stick to that strategy.
Yeah, I think bouncing back and forth based off like, especially I would say the way they go for it on fourth down, like they going for it on fourth down on sometimes the analytics probably tell you, hey man, just kick the ball. Like you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I don't see myself understanding 14 and not going up 17 and make it a 3 possession game.
Right. Right. Yeah, I like the metaphor of the blackjack metaphor on if you're hitting on 16 or not. But I'm not gonna lie, man, I'm a wishy-washy hit on the 16 type of guy. I listen to my intuition, my gut. So, sometimes I might hit that 16, but then sometimes, I just feel like there's a face card coming up. So yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna stay.
I don't know. I'm like a. I feel like you can change it up on the suit. I mean, on the shoot. Like game
Okay.
wise, like I would say
I
by
got you.
game you can change it up. But
Yeah.
like I don't feel like that's something that you if you're in mid shoot, you should be dicing being like, yeah, 16 this time, not 16 that like if you hit it already that shoot, hit it. If you didn't hit it that shoot, don't hit it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I feel that. That was it's a tough one, man. And it's such a great season, um, and a great showing of leadership from Dan Campbell. It's
Indeed.
it's unfortunate that the narrative is now that he lost them the game and potentially cost the city a Super Bowl. Like that's a tough pill
That's a tough
to
narrative.
swallow as Dan Campbell. But I think that really points out to like, you know, leadership isn't all sunshine and rainbows.
Mm-hmm.
You make tough calls and you have to be the one to answer those tough calls. And if you end up winning the game and you end up getting those fourth down conversions and you win, now you're a hero.
Yep.
The same decision to make you a villain. And I think that's one of the pieces of leadership that don't often get discussed. But um, hell of a performance all year by Dan
Oh
Campbell
man,
with
hell of a
Detroit.
run. What he did for the city, for the team. Like I mean, dude, like he's got to be coach of the year, right?
You'd think so.
You think so? I mean,
You'd
I
think so.
I don't understand how he doesn't win it. I just it doesn't make sense. But whatever. I mean, they did a thing, and I'm glad that those guys went out there and really killed it.
Yeah. Shout out them Detroit Lions.
Shout out to them, man.
Uh there was also some drama on the AFC side of things.
Indeed.
Unfortunately the Baltimore Ravens couldn't make it happen on Sunday, and I was just distraught because I'm been a Lamar Jackson fan all season. That for me was almost an underdog story in itself
Mm.
because folks didn't believe in him. There was front offices and general managers who weren't trying to pay him around the league, and so he goes out and he proves himself, and he's rightfully wins the MVP this season. I would have just loved to have the Ravens end up with a Super Bowl and uh and Lamar end up with a Super Bowl MVP, but it didn't happen that way. It did not happen that way, and largely, arguably, because of some of the calls that were made on Zay Flowers, and
Yeah.
obviously, hey, he had the fumble there, they're on the goal line, really, that cost him the game. But it was the taunting penalty that definitely it set him back. What are your thoughts on that call by the refs?
It's a dumb rule. As long as like Taunton doesn't create a delay game, like I don't. Yeah, but I mean, I get why it gets called. It's an emotional play on all parties. Like, think about it. The guy who's in the play, the guys who are in the play, it's emotional on them because one guy knows they made a big play, one guy knows a drop. The referee who saw the play is still emotional. It's a big moment in the game. So now you're asking that party to make a judgment call on what he sees or whatever. But it's just like, what happened? He spun the ball. He stood up on somebody who was grabbing his leg. He spun the ball. He stood up and he flexed. He didn't say a word, didn't do anything. That happens all the time, literally all the time. It happened on the first touchdown of the game. 87 gets up and does the same thing. And it's not like I don't care. It's just like it's dumb. Just like that dude, like it just wasn't a heightened moment of the game. It was the first catch. But he gets up, pushes the cow off of him, gets up, looks down on him the whole time, then starts celebrating. He does. So what? He's grabbing the back of his leg and gets up. What about that is malicious? Like that's what I'm saying. It's like whatever, bro. But it's a dumb play. It's an emotional game, and he throws his hands up. He don't even give him the full arm up. He like, you know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying. And he don't say nothing. You can read his lips. He don't say words. He just smile and then go
He
back,
half
and then you
stepped
look
it.
up and it's
He half stepped it.
you get up and it's a flag. Like that's the thing. It ain't. Come on, bro. Come on, ref.
Why do you think that the NFL has this rule? No taunting.
I I don't know.
The
It
genesis
can't.
of the rule to show good sportsmanship and to penalize showing bad sportsmanship.
It don't change sportsmanship at any other level though. Like if you're thinking about it, like bro, I just told you the other day. I watch every kid in every college ball game shoot the club up or do whatever that little dance is, airing things out the whole time. Every play made. They don't care what they do in college. They don't care what they do in high school. They don't care what they do anywhere else. It is the only time you watch those 7-on-7 highlights. Anybody out there policing these kids, they're gonna do what they want. So I don't understand why you holding a guy who's working his ass off on Sundays to a different standard. It's crazy.
Well, I mean, I think you have to factor in that the NFL has a brand to uphold and that the shield means something, right? As ownership, as management, whatever of the league, the way that they put their brand forth, I imagine that is what factors into their decision to penalize bad sportsmanship. At the end of the day, I go back and forth because I'm like, well, bad sportsmanship and this taunting and kind of talking shit, this makes it more engaging for the fans potentially. But on the other hand, maybe some fans and kids and parents look at the sport as, oh, this is a brutal sport. They're out there, they're showing no sportsmanship, whatever. Like I think that's probably where the NFL airs, is this kind of classic, want to try to present as a gentleman's sport as much as they possibly can.
I understand. I guess I get what they're doing, but like, where's the sportsmanship when you in another team and fans flicking you off, talking crazy to you, and doing all types of other stuff? Like, there is no sportsmanship in that. Like, they was just in Buffalo last week. They scoring touchdowns, people throwing snowballs at them. Ain't nobody said nothing. There's nothing like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not.
Yeah.
There's no. That's not what this is. Like, you can try to dress it up. You can put lipstick on a pig as much as you want. It's still a fucking pig. Like, you can't. That's not what this is. This is a barbaric sport, and stop trying to dress it up and make it pretty for somebody. Like, they don't want to see it pretty. They don't. Like, nobody cares to see it except those soft fans. Like, oh, it's sportsmanship. Like, you ain't never played before, and you never really been in that grind and understand the emotions of what goes on. And if you would have handled it different, that's you. You can't control how everybody handles it. Like, as long as it don't create, again, as long as it don't create a delayed game, I don't give a fuck what happens. Like, because they only police it on certain. They don't police it on certain people. And I could go into this, bro, but like you watch what happened that whole game with bro. You watch what bro did the whole game. You watch why Roquan Smith tried to walk away and break that fight up and walk away what bro did to his arm. So you see, like, you only call it certain times. So like, don't act like it's that big of a thing. Like it's so don't you pick and choose when you're gonna call it. So it can't be that big of a thing. Let's just call it a delay game. F that call, dude.
So you don't think there's any time where you should ever put some lipstick on a pig?
Fuck
You don't think
no.
nobody want to see a pretty pig sometimes?
Nah, bro. Nobody gonna see that pretty pig. It's gonna roll around in mud anyway.
All right. Yeah, I feel you. I think what the button I'll put on it is that regardless of what the rule should be or shouldn't be, uh, it is a rule nonetheless. And Zay Flowers, the way that, all eyes are on you, You just made a huge play. Okay, you pushed the guy off you. All right, cool.
He spun the ball. He don't know
It's
the
the
ball gonna hit
flex.
him.
There's enough time there for you to make the decision. All right, I'm about to just go back to this huddle because I want my team to win. I mean,
I felt like that's what he did, though, B. He could have hit the flex. He goes up and puts his hands up and turns
he caught
around and sees
himself.
a
He
flag.
caught himself for
He
sure.
caught himself and sees a flag. And then it's like,
Yeah. Yeah. No, he clearly went the halfway flex, and he could
he was
have
going to do it,
finished
and
it.
he was like,
He didn't
That,
follow through
he
with it. You're
sees like,
right.
man,
You're
whatever. And
right.
then turns around and steals the flag. It's like,
And the shove, and then the initial flex that can all be wrapped up in some emotion.
so he
But
made the
yeah,
decision. He seemed like he was like, all right, I might do too much. And then it was like, damn. You turn around,
yeah,
like,
I might be
yo.
doing
It's like he get
the
ready to be like,
shove
all
to
right, if I
get
do
dude
this too
off him.
much, all right.
Yeah, the shove to get dude off him was like really enough. Like, I don't know,
It's
because the
just,
guy was still on the ground.
you know what be happening though. You know how people like you play
Yeah,
defense like I do. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna grab on your
yeah,
leg to make you push me off and be like,
right.
I ain't tripping when you do it. I ain't tripping when you push off me. Whatever. Like, and Sneed wasn't. I mean, what's the name wasn't? Yeah, Sneed wasn't tripping. He wasn't mad about it. He was just like, whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Came back and made
Yeah.
a play, 2 play. He got up. Like, it wasn't even one of those things. But
Yeah.
hey, man.
He could have got away. You know what? Zay Flowers, if he wouldn't have fumbled on that goal line, we would have given him a pass for that one.
Yeah. People would be giving him a
He'd have
pass if
gotten
he
a
doesn't fumble.
pass.
He'll learn from that, bro. Just can't, you can't die by the end zone. And it's crazy to say because it's right there. The end zone's right there. But every coach, they teach you, like, hey, bro, don't die by the goal line.
That was Snead that made that play too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Snead wasn't tripping. He just got back to the huddle, got
Yeah.
back 2 plays, and you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's just, you can't die by the goal. You know it. It
Can't
sucks
do that.
because of that touchback rule, man. Or that, don't die by it, bro.
Snead's a ball hog, man. That dude, he makes an
Snead can
effort
play.
to bust
Snead's
the
really
rock
good,
out.
bro. Snead's really good. He's a good player. They got a really good secondary, like sticky guys.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting to see the Chiefs defense play well, because I feel like in past years they haven't had a great defense.
I don't know, bro. They always play good on defense to me. I've played them in the playoffs the last couple of years, and we don't give up more than 20 points against them.
Yeah.
23, and they
Well,
always find a way to win.
they've historically had an issue stopping the run.
Yeah, that ain't changed though.
Right.
The Ravens only ran the ball 6 times with their running backs. Crazy. Crazy work. Nasty work by the OC. Hey, that was a nasty job. It was like best running team in the league. Ran the ball 6 times with our backs. It's crazy.
It's tough. It's a tough pill to swallow, man. Tough pill to swallow.
That's why I'm interested to see the Super Bowl. It'll be interesting, bro. Two teams that match up with each other well, players that, pound for pound on the field, they match up really, really well.
Who you got?
San Fran. Not just because I don't really rock with the Chiefs like that. I don't fool with them, you know what I'm saying? Really like that, whatever. But I don't got as much hate for them as everybody else. But I just think San Fran, bro, think they run the ball really well. They got a bunch of tough guys, and you got to tackle in space against them, which I think the Chiefs do a good job of tackling in space. But with rest, McCaffrey healthy, all their guys are healthy, everybody's back. Man, they gonna, hey, them boys better be ready to
Yeah, I
play.
like the Niners too.
And
I like the Niners.
unfortunately, our boy Chuck got hurt. Unfortunately, he got hurt, and that's a
What did he
big
get
part
hurt
of it.
with?
He tore his ACL. He got that
Oof.
sack. And, I mean, shoot, I think the next play Lamar rolled out and then juked him, and he ended up tearing his ACL.
Damn.
It's tough.
I saw the sack fumble earlier. That was a big play.
Yeah, so that'll be a big piece missing for him, and I don't know. We'll see. I think they got a good squad, and they can win it. Obviously, with 15 on their side always, but hey, 49ers, they got some dudes on that squad, man, on defense, like some dudes all the way at every level.
One thing that I'm pretty impressed with is the performance of Travis Kelce throughout the year. With all the attention on him, the whole Taylor Swift, and I know we weren't supposed to talk about Taylor Swift on this episode, but with all the attention off the field on Travis and the spotlight, he's done nothing but meet the bill and perform the way that we've expected him and seen him perform. And I mean, he's balling. It's just it's one of those things where like I love to see a guy live up to the hype.
Yeah, you know how I feel about tight ends, but I'm glad he's doing well. He's doing his thing though. He's one of the best of them, and he's doing his thing again this year. And I think it also helps like him and his quarterback have such good communication. Like sometimes it's just like, hey, it's trash can routes. Like, hey, bro, I'm gonna stop here and I'm gonna get to doing. Hey, find me. You know what's going on. It's cool to see. It's kind of cool to see when you watch it, especially when you watch it on TV. A lot of times, like things break down. It's just them two on communication. Like,
Yeah, facts.
pretty cool to see.
He does a good job finding the open spot. If we were in DJ Reader's offense and Deej, you're at the offensive coordinator position, and the general manager says, "Hey, Deej, we got to take a tight end in the first round. We got these two guys. We got George Kittle and Travis Kelce. Who you taking?"
George Kittle.
Taking Kittle for your offense?
Yeah, for my offense.
Okay. Are you a
What
run
about you?
first? Are you a run first offense?
I'm just a very balanced guy. And
Yeah.
I feel like that. That's how I like my tight ends. I know he's not gonna be the one on my team, so there's no need in me. He don't got to be Travis Kelce for me. Travis
Mhm.
Kelce like the one receiver. I don't need him to be that. I like what George Kittle does a lot.
Yeah, I like his grittiness. I like
Yeah,
Kittle's grittiness. I probably take him too. I don't like when I mean, in certain offenses your tight end doesn't really need to block, but
yeah,
just to spend my whole career going against tight ends, I always respect the ones just a little bit more who's willing to stick their nose in and get dirty.
yeah. And Trav's like crafty. He does a lot of like super vet savvy stuff. Keep his
Yeah.
head out there. Sometimes he'll get in there randomly, but like he's very crafty. Like he does a good job of taking up space. But like I also don't need him to be the one. I don't need him moving that much. I just need a guy like Kittle who he's a threat to go out for a pass every time, but he will block every single
Facts.
time as well.
Facts. Well I think there may be some room to circle back on some of this Super Bowl talk, but before we get too deep into that, we got some beef going on. On the Deej and Beej show, we like to dig into a little beef,
Love beef.
a little
We love confrontation.
beef and beef with Beej and Deej. So Meg the Stallion
Mm-hmm.
drops a diss track called Hiss. So she dropped a Hiss track. Nicki Minaj wasn't feeling it. She felt like there were a couple lines that were targeted at her. And so she drops a diss track right back. She comes right back. 24 hours later. And she drops Bigfoot. We love a little hip hop beef. Hip hop beef.
I love beef, man. This is great. This is good. It's good for it's good for everybody. Everybody loves a little beef in there. Megan's track was fire. I thought it was good. I mean, I know I was a big fan. You weren't as big of a fan of it. I thought she had some bars in there, and I mean, she spoke the truth. She got her truth off her chest, dog. She went
Yeah.
hard.
We were
But
listening on the pre-show to the audience. We took a gander through both
yeah, correct. We listened a little bit. We
both
had to see what was
tracks.
going on. But what I will say is, if you talk about punchlines and funny stuff, not all of it was funny. Some of it was a little too personal and Nicki stuff, but there was a whole bunch of funny shit as well. Let me tell you. Starting off with the Bigfoot and the art, the cover art. That shit was fucking hilarious. Especially when I seen where she was going at the direction she was going at, and when the show started, when the song started, great.
Yeah.
That mom stuff she could have left out of there. That was crazy to do. I don't think you should ever bring up anybody's dead family members, relatives, or anybody that they know. There's no need to speak on the dead, but I felt like a lot of the bars, she it was pretty funny. Not as good of a song, but funny.
Yeah. We we actually got somebody in the waiting room here that may be able to add some a little bit of color. He was our locker room DJ.
That boy's a McDonald's.
DJ Dunny, Mr.
Hey,
Brandon Dunn.
hey, listen, let's don't get out our skin, okay? Because I just walked in. Hey, I just want to let you know that this, my job title is nutrition too, okay? I got to feed these players. And it's disturbing how they don't eat. Like, they don't eat, DJ and B Scar. Like,
what you ordering, bro?
Where
you good,
ordering from?
That was one of my running backs back there. He don't eat. He 150. We gotta get his weight up though. All right, by the time all this, we'll wait till I be in. Don't even worry about it, okay? Let's just keep eating. I can't put a number on you right now, but he will make you miss though. That's a start, right? That's a start.
We like the shifty running back, man. What you feeling?
Hey, listen. Hey, they getting the old school McDonald's right now, okay? Ocho, hey, listen, I believe in Ocho. I don't care what nobody say. I'm believing in him.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Two doubles on the skill guy goes a long way.
For the audience, we have Brandon Dunn joining us, DJ and I's former Houston Texans teammate.
My boy.
Career in the league. And now, Dunny, are you back in Louisville? Where you at?
Yes, I am.
I
am back in Louisville, Kentucky, back at the high school I graduated from. We took the head job over, man. Let's see what we can get done.
There we go. Oh, you took the head job?
Yes.
Shit.
Yeah, man. Right. You down with PRP? Yeah, you know me.
All right. Come on.
Hey, listen. If that's what you correlating to, I'm not mad about that. You're going to have to put that on the shirt, though. If we can put that on the shirt, hey, we can probably get some money off that, man. Brandon, okay? Not my name, love branding. That. Okay, you got to have that.
Ooh, a double entendre. I loved it. You seen it? You heard it? You heard it. He scored another one.
Another one.
Man, hey, I just want to let y'all know there's a lot of money on this podcast, okay? Don't be disturbed about it, okay?
Good old Deej. Good old Deej getting paid to wear the hat. He gets paid to wear the hat.
Hey, getting paid. Listen, you got to put the hat on to get paid, man. There's no way around it.
So I'm broke out here, man.
I'm telling you.
Dunny, we were just discussing the Nicki Minaj Meg Thee Stallion beef. Have you been able to dig into that a little bit?
Man, I have, man, and it's refreshing. It's giving back, 90s beef a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It's when beef was real. The last beef we had was Drake, you know what I'm saying, and Meek Mill. It's been, when was that? I don't know what that was, but that was too long ago. Okay, I feel like we need to have a beef every 6 months. You feel me? Something fresh.
Yes.
Who you think's on top right now? We were just going back and forth about whose diss track was better.
It's tough, and first of all, let me go ahead and admit I have listened to both. If you listen, I'm a grown man. I've listened to both of those. Okay,
we've all listened to both.
Yeah, we listened to both of them in the pre-show.
So I'm gonna have to go with Megan just because of Megan's Law, which is crazy. When she said that,
yes, great.
Because if you don't know what Megan's Law and you look it up, boy, the first thing I did was say, "Oh wow." Hey. I said, okay, it's just, that lets me know I felt 90s a little bit. I feel like, yeah, we can do this. I'm here, I'm tuned in. You got my eyes and ears. Let's see what happens next.
I do respect that Nicki had an immediate reaction, though. Like, ain't no waiting. We ain't waiting for the production team. We ain't waiting on none of that shit. I'm putting this out on my page at my house right now.
Yeah, it was fresh.
Now, you got to see about me. I don't care.
It was an impressive turnaround.
Right now, I'm putting it out.
It was like
and it's on my page.
It You can probably tell she woke up feeling dangerous that day. She
Oh,
she woke up
she didn't
feeling
get it
dangerous.
mastered, none of that. She didn't wait for the masters, none of that. She was like, F it, I'm putting it out.
Yeah, she came. Yeah, she ain't even.
So Dunny,
She
I
ain't
was
come.
feeling Nicki Minaj how she came on the track and she, it felt kind of classic Nicki Minaj, and she says, "I'm like, hop on your good foot." But then towards the end, she starts going into this like whisper, and it's like she's half talking, half whispering. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. I haven't heard that out of Nicki before.
Yeah, I
That
haven't heard
seems
that
so
out of Nicki
different.
either. I don't. And the thing is, she didn't. Her response was, wasn't bad. All of it went bad. I just felt like, what I'm saying. I feel like she got an extra hit in. I feel like
We're
Megan
losing you,
got an
Dunny.
extra.
We're losing you,
I,
Dunny.
can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
So,
Are we back?
I can hear you now.
Yeah.
good.
My bad. I
Yeah.
feel like it was a heavyweight battle, and Megan got a couple hits in. A couple legal hits in. I don't know. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know if Nicki can recover from that Megan's Law, and it's just one line too. It wasn't a lot of bars in there. That Megan's Law, okay, was crazy. Okay.
Speaking of bars, we got 50% of the lunch pail crew LPC
Yeah,
It most
on the
definitely.
indeed.
call. Is there a point in time where we might be able to get the whole crew on here to do a little acapella freestyle or something?
I don't. Man, listen. If I do that, man, you really got to get us the full staffed, okay? And we haven't seen anybody in a while. Deej, where's Los at? Is he still
I
out here?
First of all, I saw everybody in the LPC this year.
You
I
did.
saw every member this year. I
Can you
got to
list them
talk to
off?
them.
Can you list the members off?
I can list them off. I saw Dunny beginning of this year. Saw Carlos beginning of this year. Saw Angelo Monday Night Football. Me and him got to talk it out on the Angelo Blackson on the field for a little bit. But I get to see my brothers all the time. We always send a couple texts once every few months and just remind ourselves that the LPC still alive, man. We still here.
Yeah,
We still
we
here.
still
You
alive.
know what I'm saying?
Still kicking.
Yeah. And the funny thing
Still
is
kicking.
the lunch pails it goes way deep. We're not going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? You look at me right now. I got a Carhartt on. If you wanted to know. Oh, he reconnected. Don't tell me we
You say you
reconnected.
got Carhartt on?
Yeah, I got a Carhartt now. You know what I'm saying? I got a rough face.
Yeah.
It's LPC. You know what I'm saying? We don't look cute over here, okay? I had an argument
Yeah.
today.
Hey, we going through the struggle at the LPC right now.
Yeah,
Everybody.
most definitely be
I'm
going through
on
the
the
struggle. It's
I'm
not.
on the free to chin wave right now. Dunny, we're losing you on service. That's a hell of a shot right there, Deej. That's, we're losing you on service, Dunny. But man, it was good. It's good to see
Good to
you. It's
see
good
you,
to
man.
hear from you. Keep feeding those boys, man. Get that McDonald's in them, and we'll talk to DJ Dunny when he reconnects at a later date.
We're getting the McDonald's, man. Hey, he ain't never lied. A good McDonald's on a skill player goes a long way. Ask Chad Johnson. He told me so damn. Hey, damn near became a Hall of Famer off that shit.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And that's Ocho Cinco. He preaches it.
Hey, I mean, of course I believe in him. I'm fat though, so I don't believe
You're
McDonald's
not
goes nowhere.
fat, bro. You big boned. We covered this.
Okay, yeah, whatever. Sure, I mean, sure, my bones are bigger than per se like Caroline's bones, or like maybe even bigger than your. But I mean, they're not probably not much bigger than your bones. Like you know what I'm saying? They're just bones. That needs to be studied.
No, scientifically, your bones are bigger because you're heavier than me. So your bones naturally evolve to be bigger. You have more bone density.
Is that how that works?
Yeah, because more pressure goes on the bones and they callous. That's why
Then okay. What about those people who go from like 400 pounds to like 190?
I would venture to say that your bones would readjust. They would adapt.
Your bones shrink.
It's possible. It's absolutely possible. If you get bigger, your bones will get
We need
bigger.
somebody on here. We need a scientist on here. We got to next Beej and D's. We got to get somebody in science. I ain't trying to hear shit they say about dinosaurs, but I'll listen to this bone conversation.
Yeah, let's call in that guy from NASA who always comes.
Caroline, no, I
What's
don't.
the guy's name from NASA? The astronaut guy.
Let's call Josh Dobbs, bro.
Black dude.
Josh Dobbs. Let's call Josh Dobbs.
Nah, bro, that's not what I'm talking about.
Man, that's crazy. You don't want to believe in Josh Dobbs. He worked for NASA. He's black.
Shit, man, where we at? Who we at on a run a show here?
Dunny,
All over the place.
Yeah.
We got Steph Curry and Sabrina Ionescu facing off in the first ever NBA versus WNBA 3-point contest. Who do you got?
Man, that's
Who
tough.
you betting on?
I'm gonna go with Sabrina. Honestly.
Oh wow.
It's hard, man. Steph's a Carolina guy too, man. And it's tough to go against him, but I'm gonna just go with Sabrina because I like her shoe more. Be honest. There ain't no other reason. I like her shoe more. Think her shoe's dope. Like her shoe more. If she's shooting with a men's ball or girls' ball, I don't think it matters. Girls just make shots at a higher rate than men do. I don't know. It is Steph. I can see her getting nervous, I guess. Like when people tee off with Tiger Woods and they somehow just F their whole game up. But I don't. She shoot the shit out the ball.
Yeah, I was the nervousness crossed my mind too as a potential factor. That there's a lot of eyes. She's shooting against Steph, one of the best shooters of all time. She's a little bit earlier in her career, but there's also the potential for nerves on the other side too.
Yeah,
because Steph is like, all right, I'm going against Sabrina. Not to say the whole girl boy thing, but I don't want to let
just
the
don't want to
girl
lose.
beat me, and
and
there's a lot of eyes, and I might not hear the end of it if Sab shoots me out right now. So like there could be those nerves too, especially if she goes first and drops buckets.
Yeah, she go out there and go crazy. That's what I'm saying. Like it's like, and I mean, she says she's shooting from NBA range. I don't think it really matters. Like I just think girls put the ball in the hoop at a fast clip.
They got quicker releases.
They just do it consistently. I mean, that's like their game. That's been their game for all of time. Like it's just kind of adjusted to the male
putting
game.
the ball in the hoop.
Like
that's the shooting, game of basketball.
No. I'm saying like shooting has been like their thing. Like they're like they make shots at a high rate for forever. They shoot high percentages. I think. Like watching their games.
Is that a fact?
Yeah.
Are you just dropping random statistics right now?
No, that's not random statistics. The women's game, I'm sure they shoot.
WNBA players have a better shooting percentage than NBA players. Is that what you're saying?
Dude, have you ever watched a game? They literally just make shots.
I watched some of the championship.
The
Las Vegas Aces versus the New York Liberty.
It's not as high of a pace game. It's a lot more sets and made shots. Like that's kind of how their game is. Like it's a lot more sets working to get open and literally making shots.
Yeah,
it ain't as much one-on-one ball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I gotta be honest, Deej. I can't refute that point because I don't know enough about the WNBA, and more so, and most importantly, because the way that you evaluate talent and watch certain sports is just way more analytical than my viewing experience will ever be.
It's crazy.
I just don't know, man.
Bro, I just watch it. They don't play as fast. They can't dunk and stuff. Of course, they're not running up and down the court. They're not doing that. So it's a lot more screens. You got to screen, get open here, pop out, shoot the three, make it. Like there's a lot more of that ball going on than it is of me getting on the wing and breaking you down and pulling up on a elbow shot.
Right.
It's not the game.
I do respect Sab's sneakers. That's one thing I can.
They fire. Oh, they are fire.
Sabrina Ionescu got some fire kicks.
Thinking about getting a pair to train in, bro.
Shit. Yeah, these are cold. They kind of remind me of they're kind of Kevin Durant's, but also they got a little Mamba in them too.
I like the vertical swoosh. It's kind of cool to me.
Yeah, dope. Good for Sabrina, man. I'm taking Steph Curry in the 3-point contest, but I do like her
light
shoes.
skinned brother. Hey,
I gotta
light
stay
skinned
strong. We gotta stay strong, man. We gotta
Stay
stay strong.
strong.
You know, we got haters out here. Our light skins gotta stick together.
Light skins got haters.
You know it. You know it. Y'all try to make fun of us. Say we looking light skinned. We making the light skin face. You know, people don't want to talk about it, but you know, there's been times that we've been discriminated against for that light skin face. That's just how we make our face. That's how we look cute. Beyond to make fun of it, it's really not that funny.
It is pretty funny, bro. I don't think you got it. Do you think that's? You think the eye squint? You got to do that part.
Come on, man. Hey, it's
Yeah.
never failed me. Y'all want to hate all you want. It's never failed me.
It's never. Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix
Don't
it.
fix it. Oh, that's a fact. Shoot, man. Last piece about the light skin thing. Back in the day, you want to know who made light skins hot back in our childhood?
Who?
Guess.
I don't know.
See, it's coming from a dark skinned brother. Any light skinned brother can answer this. Chris Breezy, Chris Brown.
Chris Brown. Chris
The
Brown
light skin wave was high when Chris Breezy hit the scene. And I remember I used to walk. I was in middle school. I used to walk around high school games. You know, middle school. I used to go to Jesuit games. I used to go to Central Catholic games. And I had, you know, little white girls looking like, oh my God, you look like Chris Brown. Oh my God, you look like Chris Brown. You know, I got the little baggy sweatsuit, you know, walking with my dogs.
You didn't know that was racist. That's the thing. You thought that was them calling you cute. You were just light skinned, bro. They told you look like Chris Brown. Now, you really think Chris Brown is who you look like? Chris Brown.
Well, no. You have a point. You have a point. That those girls probably thought that all light skinned dudes look the same. All light skinned guys look like Chris Brown.
I get what you say. He did put the light skins on.
But I will in the white girl's defense that a lot of light skinned dudes in their younger age do look very similar because we all got the baby face.
And y'all all got that fucking cut. I know you had a low boy, super low haircut.
Yeah,
with no texture to your hair at the moment.
Yeah.
It's super low though. It's got no texture at the moment. Skinny pencil. Oh my God.
With the ice picks. Y'all remember the ice picks? Come on now. Come on now. When them ice picks ended up connecting in the chin strap, every light skinned brother went crazy.
I refuse.
You had to have the chin strap.
That's why I don't cut my son's hair that short. I refuse to. I'm like, bro, you might as well have a little curl on top.
Yeah, you got a little light skinned brother running around in Rocky, man.
Yeah,
my nephew.
He got super dark tendencies, bro. You see him. That boy's run bunch.
Yeah, he is. He is. He is darker skinned than I was as a child. I was very fair skinned as a child. So he's got some color to him. All right, let's hop up out of this light skin conversation, man, because I can go all day and see, I'm telling you.
Dude, how many braids is that? I know it took forever to take out. That's like 40 braids in your head, dude. 40 straight backs is crazy. But I respect it though. Got the little peach fuzz coming in. Little peach fuzz on the right side. My boy.
Hey, that's so. You're the first person to say how many braids is that. Oh shoot! Thank you, Caroline, for dropping that, sharing that photo. That was actually a college. That's a college photo. I did have braids as a fourth grader, 9 years old with braids.
Some girl sat down there.
I brought them back in my college days.
Braiding all those braids.
Yeah, it was. Those were those I can't wait. I couldn't wait. Those were those impatient braids. Like, God
Is,
damn,
is my
I'm
is my
done
hair
with
long
this
enough? No,
phase,
try it.
this mid growth phase. I just want to be. Yeah, that's funny. I used a weave back in the day when I was really impatient as a kid.
You should have died with that one, brother. That's crazy.
How about we end this Deej and Beej with a riddle?
Okay.
9. Well, I should probably read it.
I
Sorry.
have 9 eggs. I broke 3. I fried 3. I ate 3. How many left?
Read it for everybody else, DJ.
Oh, sorry. I
Damn,
have
you just gonna
9
mumble it
eggs.
to yourself? We got listeners.
Okay, I got you. I have 9 eggs. I broke 3. I fried 3. I ate 3. How many eggs are left?